Hi, and thank you for joining my channel. I'm Naomi with Naomi's Tarot. If you would like to subscribe, please do so down below. Any subscriptions help. And if you like this channel, definitely share it with people you know. Like my videos if you like them. Any support helps. If you'd like your own private reading, life coaching session, incantation, or spell, go to my website, naomitarot.com. For questions, you can email me at naomitarot1199@gmail.com. Okay, so something that isn't really widely discussed, but it is on certain spiritual channels or political channels, is that we are experiencing the fall of Western civilization, right? Um, an interesting quote that I heard recently in describing Europe, and it all starts with Europe, is a tree that no longer has roots will die. And what's happening with the mass migration in Europe is that Europeans have lost their cultural identity so much that a new cultural identity of migrants from the Islamic world will replace that. We are also seeing a similar phenomenon in the United States, but not necessarily relating to migration yet. And I say yet because it might also lead to what's happening in Europe. But we are seeing that because of the decadence in the United States and the feminization of men in the United States. Now, I want to add in that most of my social views, as I've said many times on the channel, are liberal. Means that I'm in support of gay people. I am in support of women's choice. Absolutely. I am in support of social systems that are needed for single mothers, etc., things like that. So, though I am in support of the choice for abortion, I also am in support of social programs that can help women if they do choose to have children. However, I do have somewhat conservative views on certain policies, which include freedom of speech and the right to defend oneself. So I'm kind of in the middle, but mostly leaning towards liberal. Despite that, I think everybody, regardless of where their views lie, should be able to politically think critically. And what's happening is we see the more and more things become gender neutral and the more and more men become feminized in Western civilization, the more and more this indicates that we are reaching our downfall. Throughout history, the majority of civilizations, if you look back, right when they were on the brink of falling, the men in particular became more effeminate. Things became more androgynous. Okay, and again, I'm not condemning anybody for their lifestyle choices, but the more and more we have that entering the mainstream, androgyny and feminization of men, the more and more we see things rapidly increasing towards that. We also have a complacency and an apathetic view that a lot of people have because of too much technology. Too much connectedness through technology makes us disconnected in the real world. And because of that, people have been turning to abusing substances, particularly opiates. It was cited that in 2016, there were 40,000 deaths from car accidents. There were 39,000 deaths from firearms, and there were 64,000 deaths from overdoses. So that just goes to show you right there. The more people become apathetic, the more people become out of touch with who they are at their core, at their heart, at their soul, the more they turn to substances to stir up some kind of feeling, any kind of feeling in them. Or the more depressed and hurt they are, the more they take other substances to dull the pain. So we have a mixture of people who are experiencing apathy, depression, and also anxiety, and using substances to numb that. And it shows right there, and unfortunately, a dark fact, which is the deaths from 2016. So going deeper, what does this mean? Who are the people who are on the fringes waiting to take over once the West falls? Who are the groups of people? What is the plan? And if we do not wake up and start to shift our paradigm and shift where our focus is going in, not just on Snapchat, not just on stupid, songs like Justin Bieber's Yummy, not on, paying attention to all these, um, propagandas on TV, if we don't start to shift our focus to what matters and shift our focus on how to change this paradigm, Who is waiting on the fringe? Who is waiting on the outside to change what we're experiencing as we know it? What types of outsiders? And I don't mean outsiders like in a xenophobic way. I mean people who are not part of the Western culture, in the sense that their way of life, their views, their way of doing things is completely counter to everything we hold dear in Western society. Who are they? I will talk about this more on my Patreon on a private video. If you subscribe for only $5.99 a month, it will be discussing what will cause the fall of Western civilization and what Western civilization will look like if we do not wake up now. To subscribe, go to patreon.com/Naomi Tarot. And again, if you'd like your own reading, go to naomitarot.com. Bye-bye.